when they got to my house.
And they're all just...
This is me.
We can smash too.
All right, Daddy. Ugh, but disgusting.
We had no idea what a pig Alexis is.
It's time for our final segment, which is called...
Sick.
That's
now
right.
is the time portion of the show where if you had an uncomfortable or funny or really hot sex story, you get to tell it to us and we get to tell you what we think.
Because we know you're a pig.
First of all, let me just say,
whore.
I asked via email to Handsome Big Dipper how I should prepare for this interview, and you told me just clean out, and so I did.
Oh, so you're first.
I've been trying to get that man over there to dip in me for years. That's not true. I haven't tried. I've just wanted it.
She hates this line of talk.
But you're also not the first person that's come on here and said that like while I'm in the room. When I'm
And
like,
she just
I
hates
can leave.
We can smash too.
All right, Daddy. You were the trait of the season.
And I love your body hair.
Thank you.
See?
Are you as hairy as I am?
Naturally,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of maintenance for it?
Yeah.
Hate it. Hate it.
What do you do? Shave or nair?
Oh, my skin's too sensitive to nair. I shave most of my body, and I've been doing laser on my back. But the back is the most hormonal part of the body. It just comes back and back and back, back again, like my daughter and my back hair. That shit.
So you want to tell us what happened in that parking lot or what?
Do you have any wild, crazy sex stories?
I have them all.
Now, you used to ride the subway. Do you still ride the subway in full geesh?
If I rode the subway in Geesh, it would be for shits and giggles and old time's sake. I'm more of a car in Geesh gal now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do still ride the subway.
When you rode the subway in drag, did you ever get hit on, or was it always just like ogling? How do you say that?
It was often, just appreciation. A few times like, ooh, baby, yeah, you look good,
Do you
But
think it was easier
I never
for
got
you to...
any on the train.
Have you seen those videos of the like groups of people all on the same subway car?
No, but where was my invitation?
Yeah, where was the invite?
There's like a
Piggy
whole...
wants to know.
I feel like Boomer knows about it, but there's like a whole Twitter thread of like, let's all meet up at this specific subway stop. And it was during COVID because everyone is wearing a COVID mask and they're all just
That's
together.
to cover their face.
There's like 15 or 16 people
Send me the
all
link.
on the same subway car, and they're riding the subway late at night, and they specifically are on like one of the longer, longer treks between stops, and they're all just
I bet you they were
they're on
going
the
from
bridge.
125 to 59th. That's a nice 15-minute ride.
Oh, on the green one?
Blue.
Blue line? Yeah.
Yeah, they
'Cause I used
refer to them
live
by color in
Green
New
line,
York
yeah.
for sure.
there. They do.
Yeah.
So what about...
I do.
You bitch.
Okay, off. I want to hear some juicy
Some
stories.
sex
You
stories?
talking about
Dad
you're a pig and all this stuff? Like, let's
sucking
hear it.
in the
Any-
IHOP parking lot.
Any wild, hookup stories? Someone come over to your house and act all weird?
Well, sure, but that's hardly the most exciting story. So I will just preface this by saying that when we filmed Drag Race Season 9, when you...
You
She's
said
like,
it.
chill to the bone.
Anytime you mention Drag Race,
I
she
get
freaks
chills.
out.
It's freaking me out.
reality TV trauma. I understand,
Yeah.
sister.
She wants you to
I
feel,
understand.
Mama.
So, we weren't supposed to talk about show topics in the van, to and from set because
yeah.
they wanted that on camera so we could talk about our lives back home. We could talk about food and the weather. And of course, we talked about boys. So I got a bit of a reputation with the dolls for Alexis Michelle's van stories. And
We should change the segment to van talk.
Alexis Michelle talk.
This is hardly the craziest story, but it's kind of funny.
Okay.
I was doing a production of Little Shop of Horrors on the Jersey Shore and staying in a big, beautiful house that belonged to one of my bosses of this retail job I had at the time. And for the weeks that I was out on the Jersey Shore, I spent time with this really, really cute guy, like really adorable, really sweet Jersey guy, great kisser, just so fun. Anyway, one night we were at his girlfriend's house. She had gone up to bed and we were watching TV and the lights were out and we started messing around, got fully naked in his girlfriend's living room. And he was a ciggy smoker. And so he was smoking a ciggy out of like a crack in her sliding door. and fully naked, and I go up behind him and I start eating his and just, oh God, he had such a cute, sweet little ass. And so I was up in there.
I know, to hear such filth come out of such beauty.
Beautiful. It's like wild.
Getting in there, and
in there.
he was like pressing, out, arching his back. And he was like really feeling it. And all of a sudden, because he was just like feeling it and relaxed, he farted in my mouth. And I know what fart tastes like. And it's dry and metallic.
Oh, metallic is not what I thought.
Yeah, it's metallic.
That's insane. And what do you do after that? You just leave?
He was mortified. He was like, "Oh my God, I was like, baby, it's okay." Like, I like the guy. Like, I actually somehow like reconnected with him recently, and I would totally like, go on dates with him and smash with him again. Like, no hard feelings for the fart. Like, you're a sweetie. Look, I didn't even say his name. That's how much I care about him.
Oh, how kind. It was Stanley Tucci.
Let me think.
I imagine you being like, reaching up, get that cigarette to try to clear that, burn all the acid
Blow
out.
it back in the
That's
hole.
how I would be like. I'd be like, I gotta clear this hole.
I'm wondering if I have any, like, because that's just sort of comical. I wonder if I have any.
All
funny
this
how-
New York talk really reminds me of how. Okay, so you know how you can go through a long period of having a dry spell, and then all of a sudden in 1 or 2 weeks, you will have sex with like 12 different people, and then it'll just never happen again.
Chlamydia.
Or it happens again.
Or it happens again. Yeah. But
no,
like,
I go through my
But
my
there's
stages.
like dry spells.
Yeah,
so I remember
yeah.
I was in like a 1-year dry spell in New York. And I was fucking a bunch of different people that I was just meeting, hooking up with. I felt sexiest in my life. I don't know what was going on. And I do this thing where I never save anyone's phone number. Like, I just keep the numbers in my phone. And so
you don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is. But I was like,
Took me like 9 months to get her to say my phone number.
True. And and there's people on my phone that I always have to read back through the old one. Anyway, I start texting or got a message from one person, thought it was someone from a different night, was going back and forth with them for a while.
Yeah.
Like, when I get back from my vacation, just chit chat, never talked on the phone, just texting. Set up like a whole date, and it turned out to be the wrong person.
And when you got there, you were like, "Whoops!" Surprise.
When they got to my house, there wasn't anything I could do. I was like, they arrived, and I was like, oh, this was someone that like it was bad with. This person, I walked them from the club to a sex shop so that we could buy condoms and poppers. And then as we were leaving, he goes, "Oh, I don't know why we did that. I'm not gonna let you me." And that was it. We just like blew each other. I was like, I don't ever want to hook up with this person again. I spent a week and a half texting with this person, creating a fake relationship, and they came over, and I was like, ugh, but disgusting.
But time out. Who doesn't love poppers for and making out?
I mean, that's fine, but we could have skipped that. You know what I mean? We could have just, if we were just gonna, I don't know.
I
don't think poppers for blowjobs and making out is like, I need them for, I don't need them.
Well, nobody needs them, but
no, some people do need them.
I don't need
Let's
them.
talk about the people that need poppers.
I think they're lovely for oral sex, for making out, and sometimes for too. But who needs all that? I don't need all that.
I can't believe you're talking like this.
You're
horny.
Okay, so here's an example. This isn't a sex talk.
This is me. That's
but
musical.
Just to give you a point of reference. So I did the Witch Perfect Hocus Pocus, parody show with Tina and Scarlet Envy.
Yeah.
Which, shout out to Tina Burner. She wrote and created and booked that tour, and it was the time of my life. I said, Tina, I will do this with you every year. But, I have a reputation, and I have to, keep that up. And we all three share a costume designer in common who made the costumes for that show, and that's our friend Florence DeLee. And both Tina and Scarlett had separate fittings with Flo back in New York after tour, and both, unprompted, without Flo asking about me in particular, just saying like, "Oh, how was tour?" Both Tina and Scarlett were like, "We had no idea what a pig Alexis is."
Well, you hide it. Well, I guess you don't hide it. I guess
No,
we
it's
just never
just-
really met that side of you. Do you hang out at the Eagle in New York a lot? Or what is it called? The Eagle?
There's an eagle.
There's the
There's a
There's-
phoenix.
A scar on
Oh.
the small of my back from getting so tanked years ago at the Eagle and bringing like a soldier home who like was hitting me in the face, like in a fun way, but was hitting me in the face. And like I was so tanked that I tried to like just let him me even though I wasn't clean. And then I like went to the bathroom to wash my ass and I like backed up on the faucet and I scraped the small of my back on the faucet so bad that it left a cut and a scar. So yes, I've been to the Eagle.
We gotta go.
We had to hit me in the face in a fun way.
go.
I have to go. We have to go.
We have to go. Okay.
Alexis, thank you
so much for being here.
This has been amazing.
Call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536
Okay.
9180.
That's right.
Bye.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
And we're back.